Uh, hello. How is everyone doing?
Squid is evil.
The Iron Oath. Iron Oath. We will play the Iron Oath today, which
Yes.
uh, which kindly got gifted to me by my co-host Van
Yes.
because he wanted to see my
And
reaction, and the menu is already nice because it reacts to my mouse movement. Gotta love that.
yes.
Settings. Let's see what I can do graphic wise. Maximum frame rate. Pump that up, bro. Screen check.
Yes.
Yes. Camera zoom. Yes. Environment. Yes. Audio. Definitely gonna need to turn that down. Yep, that's fine. I hope it works. Yeah, it still works. Um, Controls. Um, I would need to wait for actual gameplay in order to change it. Because I don't know. Violent deaths. Yes.
Yes, obviously.
Combat speed. 50. No, just kidding. Obviously, I'm gonna pump that up to 250. Pan to player on turn. Yes. Pan camera to hazards. Yes. Camera speed. Dungeons require window focus. Yes. Yeah, everything seems to add up. Campaign. Flag sigil? Oh. I want to be a wolf. Your title, sir.
Yes.
Enter company name. Lethal.
Damn. Alright, like mercenary or adventurer company, I guess, yes.
Lethal.
Yes.
Doesn't make any sense. Let's call it because Squid Nation Army. Digital color. Blue's alright. Flag background. Uh, yes. And the background color. Blue. Start point, new game. Iron Man, you get only one save file? No. If enabled, once characters reach old age 50 to 60, they can potentially retire from your company or die. Disabled, they will
That
never
sounds
retire.
that sounds actually quite cool for like roleplay and lore stuff.
I don't care. Choose difficulty. Battle hardened. Nah, I want to fight. I am not experienced with tactical RPGs, but I don't fucking care.
Yes.
In an era all but forgotten, the gods once lived alongside humanity in the heart of the Salian. However, an unknown cataclysmic event plunged the world into a dark age. History was lost to time, and so too were the gods. In their absence, a rebuilding humanity was left to contend with the emergence of a great being of darkness from the void. Every few decades, in an event called the Scourge, the dragon's arrival would bring death and disease to the land. Those afflicted by the dragon's blight would lose their minds and bodies as they slowly became abominations of flesh and outcasts to society known as the Blighted. Damn, that sounds epic.
Yes.
Despite centuries of effort from the Vanguard Order and the realm's greatest heroes, no lasting victory against the dragon could be achieved. Humanity has now
I'll go
come
to the
to
bathroom, I'll
a.
be back.
Bro, you just. Okay. Is he just gonna break me reading like that? Humanity has now come to accept the inevitable. I can read that word. Of the scourge as part of life. enduring or in some cases thriving despite it, with whispers of an impending scourge circulating. You and your company find yourselves in a burial crypt not far from the city of Andalon. A simple retrieval of smuggled supplies, or at least that's what your employer had promised. Alright. I could have read that perfectly, almost perfectly in one go, but you just had to mess me up. Van. I'm kidding. I'm not that mad. Oi! Ooh. Damned grave robbers. Stay sharp! No doubt his companions will have heard that. Everyone stands still, tensions rising as they grip their weapons tight and scan the room for further hostiles. You hear a muffled shout from someone in an adjacent corridor, likely directed toward their now deceased associate. The sound of quickening footsteps soon follows, and three figures burst through a doorway at the far side of the room. Shit! Could I go and alert the others? Yuriku shakes his head, eyes fixed on the enemy. No time for that. We've got no choice but to fight. Survey the battlefield using WASD. You can also pan by holding M3, middle mouse button, and moving the mouse. Huh, interesting. Might that archer can... What? Okay. On their turn, each character can move as many hexes as their movement stat allows. By moving into a green hex, they can still perform an action afterward. Is this like a visualization of what happened in our D&D thing? To cover more ground, they can sprint onto the dashed gray hexes, but doing so will end their turn. You can swap places with an ally by moving into their location. Swapping is useful for setting up attacks or for getting an ally to get out of harm's way. By holding shift, you can draw a custom movement route. To undo a movement, click the undo button on the hotbar or press the hotkey assigned to it, E. If you take damage or trigger a stage hazard, you will be unable to undo your movement. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Let's move the Stormcaller into the cover by clicking left mouse button on the indicated hex. This does not cover, you dumbass! If you don't have a describable action to perform, you can delay a character's turn until the end of the round by hitting the wait button. Alternatively, you can end a character's turn by using the guard action, which provides a temporary bonus defense and evasion. Click the wait button to delay the Stormcaller's turn. Your character's unique abilities have a limited number of charges available during the course of a dungeon. Charges can be restored by camping or by using certain provision. If an ability runs out of charges, it can still be used, but at a large cost to the character's health. With the enemy advancing on us, we can set a trap by using the Pyrolancer's Return to Cinder ability on the indicated hex. Great. Yes! As you can see, it's important to pay attention to any potential hazards when positioning your units. Some abilities are able to push or pull targets by forcing targets into obstacles and terrain. You can inflict bonus damage and other harmful effects. Move the Pugilist into position and use his Crescent Wave ability to push the enemy into the pit. You move this way. Interesting.
I am back, but I have to go out of VC because my mom's going to sleep and it's late. So I will be in chat though.
Okay. Every melee unit on the battlefield exerts a zone of control on axis adjacent to their position. Another unit cannot leave the zone without suffering an attack of opportunity from the force. A free attack that is triggered when a character moves away from an adjacent enemy. From the foe. This mechanic helps to lock down enemies and prevent them from recharging your more vulnerable characters. Okay. Wait, what does that mean? Oh. Interesting. Conserve your stamina and keep them at bay. Each character has a basic attack available to them. Unlike abilities, basic attacks have unlimited uses, but are subject to an accuracy and evasion check. Perform a basic attack on the enemy by clicking blah blah blah. I don't care. Take him down. Most attacks and abilities are subject to a line of sight. When targeting, a red eye indicates that there's no line of sight, while a yellow eye indicates a partial line of sight. Partial line of sight entirely when a character has no vision of an enemy, they are unable to directly target them. I don't give a shit. By taking cover directly behind a small obstacle, you can look over objects and gain full vision of an enemy. Can devastate a single enemy from range, but takes a few turns to channel. You can see where a channel will finish by looking at the blue indicator. Then I convertibility and get the enemy archer. Okay. Avoiding attacks of opportunity. With the nearest enemy stunned, the Pyrolancer can safely move past their zone of control. Without attacks of opportunity, can also be avoided by using abilities. Let's aid the Guardian and Spirit to engage the target. Yes, like D&D. Oh, that sounds about right. Your Pugilist has killed an enemy and gained morale, which is written by the white bar under each character's. Morale is the character stat, but at least in D&D you got other players who can know how the game works. Yes. Blah 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 blah. So morale is basically the level or charge to your ultimate, right? Yes. When morale is under 25, there is a chance for that character to delay or pass their turn. Additionally, you can oh. Oh. So it's even worse. All negative conditions applied to a character will have their duration reduced by 1 to a minimum duration of 1 round. Bro, what is that? That is bullshit. I don't want to read everything out loud. Yes. XP gained. Scrap. Loot all. Your party swivels around as a familiar voice rings out distantly behind you, though the words are unclear. Is that you, Van? Dashes into the room and stops, bending over to catch his breath. He looks up with a relieved smile. We heard the fighting. I wanted to make sure you had it covered. And the others? Torin and the rest are still searching. Not the most convenient place to stash supplies, is it? At least we're getting paid well to retrieve them. We've been in worse situations. Aye, that we have, boss. Was just hoping my last job would be free of surprises. I can't fault you for wanting out, but I wish you'd reconsider. Vaughn smiles faintly. This life takes a toll, my friend. I've seen more death than any man should. Your trusted advisor, Alaric, steps out from beside you with hands raised. There's plenty of time for talk later. It's going to take a while to score this place, even with the others' help. Right. I'd I'd better get back to Torin and the rest before they find themselves lost. Watch your backs, there are many more of those thieves in here, or worse yet. Vaughn looks back at his shoulder, nodding in acknowledgement. Let's get moving. Wait, I'm in the game. It's with an H! Most actions you take while exploring a dungeon cost time. The passage of time have harsh consequences. And is represented by the time meter in the bottom right. We should begin exploring. Remove your party. Toggle scouting? What does that mean? On your missions, you can make a camp in order to rest your party and apply various. Camping allows you to burn. Okay. Move! Ooh. When interacting with the exploration, you spot a discard pack up ahead, likely dropped in haste by the grave robbers. Don't expect to find much of value, but there is no sense in leaving it behind. Take whatever looks useful. Manage and tools. Bro. Oh. Using provisions during exploration. While exploring, you can access your provision inventory by okay. What does that even mean? Man, there is so much to do. Why is he burning? A faint and distant rumbling becomes audible, steadily growing louder and closer. With each passing moment, you look up, noticing cracks forming in the ceiling as small rocks break off and fall onto the floor around you. It's a cave-in! We need to move! Breaking into the stride behind the rest of your party, you glance back to see the corridor collapsing in a cascade of falling stones. You cross the threshold on into another chamber, diving to the ground as the rumbling and crashing halts, leaving your vision obscured by by cloud of dust and dirt. Everyone okay? You look around as the dust settles, relieved to find your party unscathed. Ahead of you, Uric lightly kicks at some rubble on the ground as he inspects the caved-in passage. We'll need to search for another way out. Let's hope that cash we're after can still be salvaged. We should find the others. With any luck, they'll have already located both things. So, where do we go now? Oh, that's the boss room, right? Oh, we can't go there. God damn it. Can we just... Ah! Oh, I was in scout mode. Oh, god damn it. Your path is blocked by a pile of rubber. Reclaims. Oh, your path is blocked by a pile of rubble from the recent cave-in. Yuri climbs atop to gauge the severity of the blockage. I can see a clear path ahead. I just need to move enough of this rubble so we can squeeze through. He turns and looks down at you. Any ideas? Move the rubble by hand. Let's clear this quickly before the risks. Forget the risks. Blast a hole with magic. Anyone feel like shoveling? Use tools to clear the path. So the question is, between greed or need? No! I didn't want. I didn't want. Oh no! I wanted to get this. God damn it! With an affirming nod, Eric grabs the shovel and begins to dig, soon clearing a path just wide enough for everyone to fit through. Honestly, this game is good. I like it already. Ooh, fight. Fight good. Deployment phase. During deployment phase, you can reposition your party ahead of combat. Deployment zones vary from fight to fight, and you'll have to make do with what's available. Clear any character movement and click again. It's fun to watch as well. Yeah. Knowing where enemies can move and attack will help you position your position your party optimally. To view an enemy's movement and attack range, you can press tab over the character sprite. Once you're satisfied... Wait, is that me or the enemy? That is... Okay. So you can attack there. You can... Oh, that's a wide range. Blue is you. I don't like the dog. I don't like the dogs. Who's first? You. So I would like to go... Oh, this is where I can move them. Let's move him here. Wait, oh, that's how I do it. So I click the character and oh, that's how I do it. That's how I do it. Dog can go up to here. You know what? I will put you right there. Actually, no, I will put you with the rest of the party, because why not? Just then to have her in sight. Alright, start combat. Let's put you... here. And... Wait, no. I did use the kick, right? Yeah. Ah, I did it. The dog. Ah, the enemy's stunned. Yes, I did it. Now you... What the dog doing? Exactly my thoughts. Let's move you here. Heal a target within range. No. So you're the healer. Let's go do guard. Oh, this is my rogue, right? Right. Conduit. Target any cell within range. Wait, what? Ah. I am going to kill dog. Dog. This is fun. We are young. Life is fun. Make the most of it. Make the most of it. Deal damage to 2 targets in a row. Wildfire. Fire terrain applies burn. No. Yes. Man, you were almost dead. Yes. Judgment. Miss! Your attack missed. Without proper setup, basic attacks have a risk of missing. Fuck your heal. I don't even have low health. Sun stagger turrets. I don't care. I don't care. Well, that dog is gone. Can I move there? Yes, I can. Now I will kill you. Ooh. Mage, Dog Slayer. Ah! Coming to cinemas near you this summer? The fuck does that mean? Objective. Yurik runs their hand along the wall entered dead, reading each nameplate before moving on to the next. He suddenly stops and turns with relief in his voice. This is it. Let's hope the contestants are still intact. Reaching into the dark recess, Yurik pushes aside the creaking lid of a coffin and pulls out the hidden contents within. After a quick peek inside the pack, he walks over to you and places it in your hands. It's all there. No damage to the vials, from what I can tell. What does your employer want with them anyway? Alaric interjects, eager to share his knowledge on the matter. This here is a cure for the blight, or at least it slows the process. The Vanguard keeps it tightly controlled, though, only treating those who pledge themselves to their order. As you can imagine, it's highly sought after the black market. Ancient order that tests with the defending mortal realm against unretrievals. At least our efforts haven't been wasted. Let's hope the others have secured an access for us. That's the boss. All dungeons have a main path which leads to your objective and various side paths. I don't care. I want to go to the balls. You hear sun movement in the darkness ahead, the sounds of bones rattling and steel scraping across the stone floor. Bright green eyes turn toward you, and the figure lets out a bone-chilling screech as it shuffles forward and into the light of your torches, moving faster than its size and awkward gait would suggest was possible. That cave-in must have woken the dead. Prepare yourselves. Enemy traits. Bosses and elites enemy will spawn with unique combat traits. They are an important thing to consider when facing these foes. You can mute these traits and effects. Okay. Health. A lot. Power. I don't know if that's a lot. Doesn't seem like a lot. Accuracy. That seems decent. Mending. What does mending do? Well, seems decent. Defense 24%, 10%, 10%, 0%, 22%. Speed 6, speed 3, speed 3. Wait, there are 3 enemies. Where's the third one? Behind us, Risen Bone Crusher. Okay. Vulnerability is crushing. Why? Maybe don't put the squishy mage against the bone crusher. Fuck you. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna do things my way. What did you do? Well, that sounds good. So you are fighting them. Yes. And now do that. Dead. Oh, he did damage. Man, what is this? A mage who doesn't die from one hit? Perhaps a trained warrior who can actually fight? Heals a single target. How much? 152. That could be maybe useful. Don't mind if I do. Ha! Reanimate. Huh? What happened? Uh-huh. You're dead. Ah! Man, this game is cool. This is surprisingly rare even in settings where mages are basically only used for warfare. I feel that. That's why I never pick mage, because mage has like 2 HP and negative 10 armor. You're getting looked at a weird angle and you die. By leveling up, you'll be able to unlock new abilities for each character. Each class has 6 abilities to unlock, though they can only equip 4 at a time, and abilities cannot be changed during dungeons. Ability points. Ability points can be spent to upgrade or alter the effects of a character's unique abilities. Manage roster. Yes, I don't care. Do I look like I fucking care? What are you? What is you? Start combat with damage shield. What? Job unassigned. Job unassigned. Job unassigned. And what does that mean? Yeah. Why the fuck do you have 2 stakes? Plus accuracy. Do that. Like, bruh, you are the special forces, so special you can bend nature to your will. You're the greatest force in your nation, and you don't even lift, bro. Tell me, do you even lift? Social move are less effective than its fan apprentice would suggest. Usable by stone core expander. You still do more damage though, but less accuracy and less speed penalty. I will keep that. You seem like a tank. Defense? What do you mean I can't defend? Evasion. I have no fucking clue what to do with these stats. Mending. What does mending even do? Increase the effectiveness of healing abilities and damage shields used by this character by percentage. Picking up ally bleeding out, using a health potion on them results bonus health. Yeah, maybe. I mean, this one seems like a rogue, right? Oh wait, this one's a Stormcaller. What are you then? What is a Pugilist? Usable by Guardian. You're a Guardian. You're a Pyrolancer. Critical, mending, and power determines the damage of basic attacks. Oh, those are for... Well, don't mind if I do. And critical. Let's go 2 more into mending. So, accuracy. Accuracy, most definitely. And speed. Look, this is basically me and Fust Punch Man and Fancy Speech. Okay, so basically a brawler. Mending, accuracy, and speed. Evasion, yes, give me evasion. And give me more speed. And put 2 into mending, because why not? Alright. Let's fucking go! Contract. Bruh. Honestly, company bullshit, it sounds kind of bullshitty, not gonna lie. I don't like it at all. Your party comes to a standstill as muffled shouts and ringing steel rev reverberates down the corridor toward you. Yurik unsheathes his lance as he breaks into the stride, barreling toward the sound of battle. That must be the others! Hurry! Oh, damn. Why are there rangers in melee range? Damn, I can't even battle. With the last of the undead dealt with, Vaughn hails you across the chamber with a flick of his hand. A relieved smile formed upon his face. You found it then. The exit's just beyond here. Been trying to keep it clear of the dead, but they just kept coming. A pile of bones on the ground suddenly begins to rattle. Torrin steps toward with an amused grunt, crushing a skull beneath his foot and grinding it off a fine dust. Took you all long enough. Van here was getting all worked up and thinking the worst. The crypt groans once more, the ground beneath you shaking ever so slightly. I don't expect this structure will hold up much longer, sir. We'd best not linger. Yurik raises his torch, high, inspecting the ceiling above as small pebbles break away from it. Good advice, I reckon. We've got what we came for. Let's not tempt fate. After a mission, you want to seek treatment for any injuries your party has injured. Yes, has incurred. While an injured character can still fight, injury penalties make them less effective. In order to heal an injury, you must pay for the treatment at a city's infirmary. Some injuries require prompt treatment, otherwise they risk permanent damage or death. You what, mate? Total damage taken. Loyalty, 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 loyalty. That's a lot of damage. Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine and serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Yeah. I will be right back. I need to do something. I have returned. Bro, I just came back. So, following situation. I went down to my mother to ask something, and I will soon get some pancakes. I am happy. I am very much happy. I forgot to shake this thing again. Always remember to shake your shocky milk. If it's in a carton. If it's in a mug, I would not shake that. That would be a big mess. Shocky milk and pancakes. Now what a combo. How did you fatigue? She's not fatigued. Loot found. Continue. I don't know how to continue to play this game. Oh damn. As the light of day begins to fade, you spot your company's camp not far ahead, the flickering flames of bonfires dancing against the darkening sky above the horizon. You stroll into camp, the celebrations of Vaughn's retirement already well underway. After many hours of swapping stories and sharing drinks, all eyes fall on Vaughn as he steps atop of a nearby crate, with a drink in hand, raising his voice to pierce through the ruckus. Now you all know I'm not one for lengthy speeches, but I'd like to say that it's been an honor to fight alongside each of you over the years. I dare say that I even consider some of you among my friends. He grins, met by a chorus of laughs and cheers. It hasn't been an easy road, but I've been fortunate, man. Not everyone gets out of a mercenary life on their own terms. I hope you all one day get the same chance. He raises his cup in a toast. To you, my friends, there has never been a finer company. Hear, hear. The crowd responds with a burst of applause and cheers. Enthusiastically, I can't fucking talk. Enthusiastically raising their drinks and sending a shower of ale through the air. Your gaze is met by Vaughn as he points his cup towards you, and you nod your head in friendly acknowledgement before striding off to find your tent. With the celebration continuing in your absence, you brush aside the flap to your tent and settle inside, discarding your weaponry and tossing it near your bedroll. You turn your attention to your desk, its surface covered with disorganized papers illuminated by the light glow of a candle. Pulling up a stool, you sit down and begin to pore over one of the maps, charting out tomorrow's course. From outside, the sounds of laughter and poorly played music drifts into your tent. After some time, with the celebrations audibly winding down, you step outside your tent and into the cool evening air. Vaughn approaches your side, mounted atop a horse. Despite the smile on his face, there is a trace of sadness in his eyes. It's time then? Aye. He leans down and pets the side of his horse. Got my saddle loaded up, figured I'd sneak out without making a big fuss. He rises from his seat and dismounts, turning to face you with one hand extended. Just what just wanted to say thanks, boss, for everything. You return the gesture with a smile, gripping his hand and giving it a firm shake. Any chance I can convince you to stay? He steps back and chuckles. If you'd have asked the last week, maybe, but this last job cleared doubts. I've I've survived this long, reckon I'd be a fool to press my luck any further. Fair enough, friend. We'll always have a place for you if you change your mind. You hear a shout and turn to see Yurik stepping towards you, his young nephew in tow. Yurik, sorry to interrupt, he tilts his head, gesturing behind him, but Gedrick here wanted to see you off. Is that so? Van smiles, stepping toward the boy. I knew we haven't completed your training, but your uncle's more than capable of finishing the job. I know that. He looks up with admiration. I'm going to miss you, though. Aye, Van grins, reaching out to tussle the boy's hair. And I you. I've half a mind to send him with you. Less danger on a farm, and gods know your old bones could see the help. Ha! There's a few good years in me yet. But you're both welcome to visit any time. He exhales deeply, stealing a glance toward the road. I'd best get going then. Take care of yourselves, would you? He nods farewell, turning toward his horse and hoisting himself into the saddle. Clicking his heels, the horse trots off, and you watch him disappear into the dark of night, illuminated only by the moonlight above. You and Yurik glance back at the sound of approaching footsteps to find Torin wedging himself between the two of you, his breath reeking of ale. Company won't be the same without him, I'm afraid. Indeed, it won't. As Yurik and Torin take their leave, you look around the camp, surveying the aftermath of the festives. Aside from a few inebriated, I can't read that, men and women who remain slumped by the fires, it seems that most have turned in for the night. With days of travel yet ahead, you think it wise to follow suit. Damn! You bolt upright from your sleep, awakened by the bellers of a horn from somewhere in your camp. The sounds of a frenzied battle are all around you, and you scramble out of your bedroll, taking up a nearby sword. Alaric bursts into your tent, an orange glow fiery, briefly visible behind him as the flap is flung aside. Sir, we're under attack! Whined, he takes in a few deep breaths. There was no warning. The horses, the carriages. He raises his hands, trembling with frustration. Everything's been taken. We need to regroup with the others. Have you seen Yurik? Oh, I'm getting shivers. Holy shit! Ulrich wipes the sweat off his brow, shaking his head. Couldn't find him. With Gedrick, I hope. You meet Ulrich's eyes and nod in agreement. With a firm grip on your sword, you step past him and reach for the tent's flap. Let's move. Stay close. You emerge from your tent, head on swivel as you survey the situation. The camp is almost entirely ablaze, the heat and smoke stinging your eyes and obscuring your vision. You make your way ahead, your feet suddenly catching on something as you fall towards and scramble to stay upright. Recovering, you steal a glance backward at the obstruction. One of your companions, dead. An arrow flies by you, narrowly missing, but finding a target nonetheless. Alaric screams out in pain behind you, legs collapsing under him as he falls, hurt hard to the ground. You turn back, reaching out a hand to pull him up, but he waves you off. Leave me, I'll be no use in a fight. You follow his gaze down his leg, a blood-covered arrow stuck through it. Go! You turn and continue onward, staying low to the ground. As you move, eyes scanning for any friendly faces through the smoke. Not 50 yards ahead, you spot 4 of your companions through the haze, huddled together with weapons drawn against an overwhelmingly numbers of assailants, sucking in air into your burning lungs. Goddamn. You urge your legs forward in a desperate attempt to reach them. A figure suddenly appears from the corner of your eye, and with a flash of pain, the world goes dark. Damn! Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Surrounded, Radis' head whips around, searching frantically for any possible escape as the raiders edge closer. Beyond the ring of enemies, Torin and a few other familiar faces emerge from the darkness with bloodied weapons drawn, though they don't seem inclined to make any urgent use of them. What are you waiting for, Torin? Help us! The raiders eye Torin as he confidently steps among them, each seemingly unconcerned by his presence, perhaps even emboldened by it. Sorry, friends. A twisted smirk forms at the corner of his mouth as he slides an arrow from his quiver. We'll make this quick. No, he did not betray us. Oh wait, my gain is still high. I'm sorry. Harry! Bradus glares at Torin with wild fury eyes in their eyes, arms trembling as they level their weapon toward him. You damn traitors! Have you no honor? Torin scoffs. Honor achieves little in this world, glancing sideways at his accomplices. He raises a hand, signaling them to attack. I trust you lot can handle. I trust you lot can handle the rest. Spare no one. Jesus Christ! When the odds are against you, sometimes all you can do is minimize your losses, use everything at your disposal, and don't hold back. True. Very much true. Alright. Then... Whoop, are my pancakes ready?
Pancakes?
Yes. Okay. Woo. Let's do the regular... Actually, no, let's use this one. Because why not? Alright, dog who goes behind me uses claw. So I roll disadvantage, right? Ranged enemies can pick up a bunch. They can be interlinear. Alright. The line of sight is obscured. Range units with deal 50% damage. This can be achieved by taking cover directly. Alright. Alright. Range, okay. I cannot move. You are a ranged enemy. What? Let's put you behind here, but I don't mind not seeing the screen that much. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thanks, Van. Jeez. So you're the warrior. So I can... There we go. Hit that. Now you... Yes, you go here. No. Okay. No defense. You healed the dog! How dare you? How dare you heal the dog? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to sleep again. Good. Do that. Wait, no. Let's do... Up, down. Miss. Let's heal you. Let's kill you. There we go. Bro, stop damaging my boy like that. Movement? Okay, well, fuck you then. There we go. Now dog. Oh yeah, right. I'll do that. Alright, killed him. Screw you. I was about to say, don't heal the dog again. There you go. Now kick again, so I can kill the dog and get that one rid of me. Rogue. You can't heal. You go behind. +2 movement and 20 evasion. Put it on you since you have the lowest health. Basically. Let's put you near him and heal. About to say that did not seem to work. Oh well. There we go. Now the judgment. You dead. Move here. Do that, and you're dead. God damn. Good night. Honestly, I haven't really tried like turn-based RPGs in this way. But since chess is basically that, I did definitely say that I like those games, even though I haven't really tried one digitally. But this game is really fun. I like it a lot. Oh damn, you're all just total days until fatigue wears off. Damn. 20 days of fatigue. Opening your eyes, you find yourself sprawled on the ground with a mouthful of dirt and throbbing ache in your head. Despite the ringing in your eyes, your ears, you can hear a muffled voice calling out. A hand grips your shoulder, and you jerk at the touch, clawing at the ground and scrambling onto your back. Easy now. You exhale with relief at the sight of Yurik leaning over you, the early morning light shining upon his blood-spattered face and garments. He straightens up, and you grab hold of his extended arm, gripping tight as he pulls you upright. Regaining your senses, you look out at the smoking remains of your camp. Anything not taken by the raiders has been taken by the fires. Not much left, is there? The bastards took everything. He closes his eyes, lowering his head, and sighs deeply. It was Torin, sir. He betrayed us. Torin, are you sure? Eric nods. Yurik nods. Wasn't alone either. Damon, Innos, Nira. His fingers clenched into a trembling fist. All fucking traitors. Through the anger, you noticed a sadness in his eyes and realized suddenly that his nephew wasn't present. Where's Gedrick? Yuri glances down, slowly shaking his head. Don't know for certain, but I fear he's dead. He sighs. I was with him, but when the attack started, we ran into trouble. Told the boy to run, but he pauses, staring blankly into the distance. Don't remember much else. I'm afraid. Woke up to Alaric dragging me out from under a pile of bodies. Alaric's alive? Are there any others? He's alive. Managed to find a place to hide and patch himself up. I told him to stay off his feet. He snorts, waving a hand over the general area behind him. But he's out there limping around, trying to salvage what he can. Thankfully, there's a few others too. Seems they managed to get a kill. Managed to kill a whole group of those bastards. His brief smirk fades into a grim expression. I'm afraid that's all though. You turn to see Alaric emerging from a half-burned tent, limping away and being helped along by the other survivors of your company. A relieved smile forms on their faces at the sight of you. Gods, are we glad to see you, sir? He glances at Yurik. Have you shared the news? I did. Alaric fumbles inside his coat, pulling out a few slightly scorched papers. I found some correspondence in one of their trends. They've been up planning this for months, it seems. Yurik mutters under the breath. Traitorous bastards. Any idea who they were working with? I'm afraid not. Certainly more than just a ragtag group of thieves. They were too well armed and too well organized. Yurik scoffs with disgust, leaning over to spit on the ground. A group of cowards, I say. Easy to achieve victory when half your troops passed out drunk. No doubt, Torin and them were counting on that fact. The spineless pricks. I never did like Torin none. Always felt uneasy around him. Ulrich furrows in his brow, a thought creeping onto his mind. I can hardly stomach the notion. But could Van have been involved? Yurik waves a dismissive hand. Not a chance. I know he and Torin got on well enough, but the man's loyal as they come. I'm just glad he wasn't here for this. We've lost too much already. Regardless of who's involved, there's a little we can do about it, at least for now. So what's your plan, boss? You know, I'll follow you anywhere. But I promised my sister I'd look after Gedrick. If he is somehow alive, I need to find him, and if he's not, well, he pounds his fist into his other hand. Us putting those traitors into the ground will have to suffice. Eric places a palming hand on Yurik. The boss is right. We've little choice in the matter. I understand you want vengeance, so do I. But we haven't the manpower or the means to seek it right now, and doing so would only get us killed. If we're going to do this, we'll need to first restore our numbers. Then I promise we'll hunt those traitors down. You look around at your companions, renewed purpose in each of their eyes as they all nod in agreement. Right then, let's salvage what we can here, but we'd best travel light. It's a long walk to Andalon, boys. Received scrap. Continue. Difficulty options. Combat to be hard or too easy. You can adjust the difficulty. In combat. As our caravan travels throughout the world, time will progress. Expensive and a day that passes costs us coin. But the Iron Oath, 1 year, consists of 120 days. Tower card. Controls, advanced time, sub-traveling, and speed. Given the situation, we can't afford a long journey. We should make a city of Anduin. Just a group. Natural and friendly. 7 days to travel Anduin. Status: peaceful. Ruling house: Teleron. Ruler: Dorolan. City. After many long days on the road, you and your companions breathe a collective sigh of relief upon entering the city limits of Andalon. The streets are bustling with traffic, and though it does seem to be business as usual, you can't help but sense an uneasiness among the people. Yurik seems to pick up on it as well, and with narrowed eyes he looks up to the sky. The days are growing darker, that's for sure. He gestures to the crowds. No doubt they're all concerned about the scourge. Every few decades, blah blah blah. Can't say I blame them. On the bright side, there will be no shortage of work available to us. But for now, he winces, glimpsing down his injured leg. We could all do with a few days' rest. Eric begins to shuffle forward, gesturing ahead with a nod. I believe the inn is this way. With the morning sun shining into your room at the inn, you rise from your bed, pleased to find your body finally free of its many aches. Gathering your belongings, you walk down the creaking stairs to the ground floor, spotting your companions already seated at the table and breaking their fast. Okay. Morning, sir. You're looking a sight better, huh? Come. He gestures to the seat beside him with one hand, taking up a spoonful of porridge with the other. Sit, eat. Across the table, Alaric tears off a piece of bread and hands it to you. We were just discuss our next. Alaric trails off as a man approaches the table. Your previous employer, Caldwin, sporting a puzzled look upon his face. I must say, I'm surprised to see you here. I heard about his battle. Heard you were dead. In fact, he slides into an open seat, spreading his arms wide. Yet, here you are. Heard it? From who? Your associate. He looks up, trying to recall the name. Torin. That was it. Tall bastard he was. Said your entire company was killed in an ambush, and that he was lucky to be alive. Anyway, we brought me the vials, so we concluded our business, and he went on his way. Wait, you just believed his story? Truth be told, no. I could tell he was hiding something, but I wasn't about to refuse the man. I suspect he could rip me apart with his bare hands, were he so inclined. Was there anyone else with him? A boy of 15 years? The man scratches his chin. He had a few companions from what I saw. None that young, however. Wait, hold on. Alright, my pancakes are done, but I'm gonna continue reading until I have to do something. Any idea where they were headed? I don't know. I don't know that either, I'm afraid. But it seemed they were each going their separate ways. Eric raises an eye at the piece of information. Retiring, perhaps? They certainly can't afford it, with everything they stole. They betrayed you and stole your fortune, did they? I'm sorry for that, but perhaps we can help each other out. You have a job for us? More of an arrangement. Calvin leads in closer, placing an elbow on the table. I've been looking to expand my business across Selim. but the roads are a dangerous place, as you well know, and I'm in need of a permanent guard. In return, I will offer you a discount on all my wares, potions, elixirs, and the like. I'm sure they'd be of great use in your line of work. I care not where we travel, just as long as there are buyers for me to sell to. He leans back, spreading his hands across the table. So what do you say? What do you think? Sounds like a fair proposal. We accept your offer. Godwin smirks, a hand down on the table. Excellent. Then consider me your service, my friends. And as I said, where we go is entirely up to you. Eric lifts his hand, a single finger raised. There's one problem, however. We simply cannot afford to travel anywhere at the moment. Not to mention, we are without carriages and horses. You certainly had a rough go of it, huh? He waves hand. I can't do it. I need my pancakes. I'll be back. I have returned. Pancakes were good. Alright, where did I left off? You certainly had a rough go of it, huh? He waves a hand. No matter. I can supply both horses and carriages. As for funds, I hear the local vanguard have their hands full at the moment. I suspect you might find some work with them. He leans close, lowering his voice. Just don't mention my other activities. They would be none too pleased to learn of the vials in my possession. Thanks for the tip. We'll go and see them. Baldwin rises from his seat, straightening out his tunic. I have preparations to make then. He looks at each of you, nodding farewell. I will await you at the gates. Taking a bite from your head, you look on as Caldwin strides out of the inn. Alaric turns back towards you, fingers rubbing at his chin. You know, sir, I was thinking it might be wise to retire the company name. It will be easier if those traitors continue to think us dead. Yurik grunts in approval as he swallows the last of his drink. He's right. I reckon best not to draw any extra attention on ourselves, if we can help it. Any ideas, boss? Squid Nation Army always had a nice ring to it, though. Squid Nation, eh? He pauses, flashing a toothy grin. I believe that will suit us well. Oh, so I didn't name the current company name. I called it for the future. Squid Nation, eh? Yes. Continue. When visiting a city, you can view available contracts by clicking one of the contract banners. Increase reputation with them. Back on your feet, pick up some work from some local Vanguard representative. Handle in Midland. Even from a distance, you can tell there's a sense of urgency brewing within the Royal Vanguard garrison. As you near, a pair of hard-eyed guards order you to halt, their weapons held up to impede you. Behind them, a man in a decorative suit of armor, no doubt an officer, takes note of your arrival and, with a wave of his hand, orders the two guards to stand down. Captain Huford. At ease, soldiers, let them through. He bids you to approach, his eyes fixed on yours. My apologies, things are rather tense around here, as you can tell. He regards the rest of your companions, looking them up and down. I am Captain Huford. Is there something you need? We heard you could use a hand. An understatement, but you've heard correctly. I am sure you've noticed the days growing darker of late. They say the scourge is coming, but in truth, it has already begun. We've been receiving increasing reports of void spawn in the area, and we're scrambling to respond to each. Any help you can provide is most welcome, and will be rewarded, of course. What do you need us to do? A group of refugees are fleeing from a small village just south of us. I had dispatched a unit to aid them, but with the number of void spawn that was reported, I fear their presence won't be enough. I would ask that you travel south, link up with them, and ensure the refugees arrive here safely. He turns to an aide, snapping his fingers and holding out his hand. The aide rummages through their satchel, producing a few papers which they promptly hand over. The captain briefly glances down at the documents before offering them to you. These will point you in the right direction. Good luck. He extends a friendly hand. I've no doubt you are suited to the task. You can count on us. Captain Huford nods and turns away, striding off to deal with another matter. Alaric steps towards you, peering over your shoulder at the report held in your hands. Looks like we've got a work cut out for us, sir. Before we depart, might I suggest hiring some fresh recruits at the inn? I'm sure there are more than a few capable mercenaries available. That's about right. Every city has an recruit members. Resting will reduce your entire roster's fatigue by 3 for each night. For each night purchased, buying a round of your companion will increase their loyalty for a time, though drinking too frequently can result in adverse effects. You are in need of new members for your roster. Okay. I'd like to recruit. This is a list of available recruits in the city. As time passes, new recruits will appear. You can view information on each recruit by clicking the icon on the left of their portrait. Chalky milk, good. Use this. You look interesting. Then I would have 6. You have... Oh, you're a guardian. So I would have 2 guardians, which is not really the best. You are a stormcaller. No, you're an ice mage. So you're a stormcaller, you're an ice mage. What are you? You're a brawler. So I would have 2 brawlers. Wait, Liana? Wait, what? Ah! Where did Liana come from? Elvin, Jennifer. How did Jennifer and Liana never talk? Oh, it even says their thing. A sword level. I would like... Nah, I don't need it. I need this though. Oh, what? It's called refugees. Leave city? Ah, that's where I need to go, right? Yes. Fuck. Market coin, buy price, sell price. There is a lot to explore. Map seems kind of small though, not gonna lie. Are you ready? 5 people available for active duty. Oh, 5 out of 5 are available. 5 should be plenty. I'm saving my money. After days spent on the road with no sign of the refugees, you begin to lose hope. of ever finding them. Glancing sideways at you, Jennifer observes the look of concern on your face. So long as they've stuck on to the road, we should be finding them soon. They frown into the distance, one way or another. Up ahead, a figure suddenly emerges through a patch of trees, just off the beaten path. They barrel toward you, frantically waving their arms to gain your attention. As more begin to appear behind them, you urge your horse forward, riding out to meet them. Refugee, please help us! Their hand points beyond the patch of the trees from which they came. Our caravan's under attack. You glance in the direction. Faint sounds of combat, barely audible over the panicked screams of refugees. Are the vanguard with you? They are, but they're outnumbered. Liana rides up to your sides, narrowed eyes looking toward the sounds of battle. We should hurry. You twist in your seat, signaling the rest of your companies to follow you as you charge ahead, past the crowd of refugees and into the fray. Locate and assist the vanguard. You arrive just in time to render aid. Jennifer and Liana grapple a demon away from one of the soldiers, cutting it down in the process. The remaining demons are felled in short order as one of the vanguard soldiers tries to wrench their spear free of a demon's skull. Another acknowledges your arrival, removing his helmet and tucking it at his side. He marches across the bloody grass towards you, a wary grimace on his face. I take it you've been sent to help? He glances down at the demonic abomination, dark blood oozing from their hacked up bodies. There will be more of them, of that I am sure. Captain Huford sent us to assist you. That is a relief. He exhaled slowly, shaking his head. We were here. We were too few to begin with. Truth be told, it's a miracle we haven't lost anyone yet. Still, with your help, all these folk might just make it. The man turns at muffled shout in the distance, floating across the fields towards you. Across from you, another vanguard soldier crests a hill, weapon raised in a frantic sprint. As he draws near, he comes to an abrupt halt, just shy of your position, addressing the man in charge and pointing back with the tip of his spear. Sir, more demons, fast approaching. Shit! He turns to you as he refits his helmet. You there, go with refugees. We'll hold off these bastards as long as we can. We'll protect them. Good luck. The soldier nods and slams his visor down. He whips around, drawing his spear and barking orders at his units, preparing them to face the enemy and likely their own deaths. Protect the refugees. Damn. Lowering his spyglass, Elric mumbles something under his breath as he frowns at the distant horizon. He turns to you with a slight shake of his head, a troubled look on his face. They're still following, sir. More of them, in fact. At the rate they're gaining, I suspect they'll be all over us by nightfall. He digs around in his satchel and produces a map, unfurling it and carefully tracing a finger along the canvas. There's a cave system not far from here that will take us closer to Anilon and hopefully provide shelter from these demons. A cave? I'd rather stay above ground than get trapped underneath it. We've no guarantee of safety down there. It's not ideal, but it's a risk we'll have to take. Liana turns away, grumbling inaudibly as they stomp off. Appearing beside you, Jennifer shrugs a faint smirk on her face. Can't please anyone, sir, but I reckon it's the right choice. We have no idea what awaits us down in those caves. It's true, but we know damn well the danger we'll face up here. You can select up to 5 characters when forming a party. It is important to consider the following status. Well rested. Available. Fatigued. Injured. Fatigued. Your character fatigue can still participate. 10% power, minus 10 morale, and 25% to XP earned. They gain 5% to power, 25% more XP. An injured character can participate, but they will suffer from penalties specific to their injury. Unavailable. Sometimes a character will due to a specific injury to reasons. What are you even supposed to be? What weapon? Lance and Valkyrie. So you're the Valkyrie. Interesting. And you are probably the healer, right? Yeah, you're the healer. Right means scouting important. Presence of gods. Ruling path. When caves exits. Unable to retreat. Provisions. Before entering an dungeon, you're able to purchase provisions to bring with you. By default, unused provisions. Dungeons are refunded for 50% of the cost. This amount can be increased with company upgrades. Obviously, I gotta take that. A hand-carved wood figure used in offering at shrine. Oh, definitely gonna need that. Definitely need that as well. Coin on hand. Okay. There we go. Standing alongside the cave entrance, you motion to the wary refugees as they file past you, encouraging them to quicken their pace. With everyone inside, you look back to the plains one last time, frowning at the approaching void spawn, now clearly visible to the naked eye. As you enter the depths, a shriek at the front of the column causes a commotion. You push your way through the crowd to see mutilated corpse slumbled on the ground. Jennifer, already down on their knees and examining the wounds. They turn and look up to you, scratching their brow with a puzzled expression. He hasn't been dead for long. Could have been demons, but I can't say for certain. They point to a series of deep lacerations on the dead man's body. Not the work of any human anyway. Regardless, we are obviously not alone down here. We should tread carefully then. Jennifer nods as they stand upright and turn toward you, placing a small satchel in your hand. He had this on him. I figure we could make use of it. Received. Scroll of accuracy. Good eye, Jennifer. Jennifer, I don't fucking know. I don't want to. What is that supposed to be? Fortified? What does fortified mean? A good spot for a campfire, if you ask me. I don't think our enemies will spot us. Camping allows you to burn, which grants various benefits. I mean, this is a big cave. But, yeah. Burn incense. Okay. Once you've established your campsite, you can select various incenses to burn that provide healing and other unique benefits. You only have a limited number of points, so choose carefully. More can be unlocked. Okay. To decrease the chance of your camp being interrupted, you can place up to 2 party members on lookout. Each lookout will decrease the interrupt chance by half. Keep in mind that characters who are on lookout will not benefit from the secondary effect sequence. Whatever the fuck that means. Restore. Mend. All injuries are stabilized. There's 15% health for every battle completed. Yes. Okay. I need to cross here anyway. Oh, fight. Let's go. Oh, you are already in range. There's one right here. That doesn't really matter. There's one right there and more back here. So I think it would be best if I push you a little bit further. Put you to here. You here as well. Okay, now you would be needed in the front lines. You can probably handle that. Let's put you here. It's a bit more fair, so it's a 1v1 everywhere. Yes. Hit chance. Defense 12. Miss. Are you kidding me? No. Move. Move. Law. Fuck you. What do you even know? I don't know. Alright. You. Damn. Should have gone here so I could. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Immune to blinding? Fuck you. Huh. Law. Fuck you though. There we go. Amplify? What does that mean? There we go. How did sprinting work? Ah. I see. Bullshit. Yay. I could, but do I want to? I don't know. Ah, fuck it. Why not? What does that mean? You find a misplaced journal from a local adventurer. Your party may benefit from a detailed account of their experience. Read a few passages aloud to your companions. And indeed, they seem to have learned a thing or two. Some good lessons there, I reckon. Everyone gained 100 XP. Your foes are now well aware of your presence and have prepared to ambush you in every unscouted combat. Every dungeons begin with one positive, negative, which can affect various aspects with passage time. Up to 2 additional modifiers will be applied, presenting new challenges for you to overcome due to this. To be efficient in spending your time as you can see. Modifier. Okay. You came across a locked wooden chest. Its metal hinges slightly rusted with age. You'll need a key to open it safely. Alaric steps up and inspects the lock. Must be something worth protecting, and you might take some time. Oh. Oh. Man. There will be combat here, definitely. Ooh, chest. Search. Contain something of worth. Bondage. Bruh. No! You've been ambushed. Damn it. Has caught you by surprise and ambushed you. When ambushed, you are with fewer cells to deploy to. Additionally, the ambush set has -5 speed and suffers 15% more damage during the opening round. Dungeons, walking blindly into the enemy runs this default to 20%. You can prevent this by scouting ahead. I don't want to. So yeah, everyone is definitely needed back here. Oh, and they're the one to start. Damn. Okay then. Beat out. Oh. Who's the one in bleed out? You. You're the healer! Bruh. What? Damn. Don't. There we go. You missed! Bastard. That one is dead. Bruh. No. No, that doesn't work. Shit. Ah, you can't do shit. Fuck you. Don't. I hate you. No. No, no, no. Ooh. Ah, you can't do shit. Haha. Now you die. Why? You missed, you motherfucker. Ah! You walked right into my trap. Finally. Damn. And combat. No. As you continue through the dark passages, Alaric strolls alongside you, taking a glance back at the rest of the column before leaning in close. There is no telling how long this cave extends. How it will carry us to safety. Everyone has quite the journey. I agree. Let's continue forward. You're gonna be bullshit, right? Ooh. You found a torn section of map revealing 2 points of interest in the area. That's a trap, motherfucker. Eric fumbles with his map beside you, trying to make out the details by torchlight. I do believe we are on the exit, sir. On your other side, Alvin's arm suddenly jutes out in front, his hand held out to stop you. The other pointing ahead. Do you see that? A dark figure looms ahead of you, its features obscured by the darkness, but its nature is nonetheless clear. Alvin lowers his arm, reaching instead for his weapon and setting his feet. That is no ordinary demon. Just when I thought we'd lost them. Running isn't an option this time. Oh no. Get you in front. You a little bit back, get you in front. You switch there, you go here. Yes. Damn, you all got some schmoves. Why? Ah, you missed. Damn. Oh, that does damage. No. Yeah, definitely you. You need it. Movement disabled. I can't heal anymore. Shit. Shit. Yes. Good. Good shit. That would not work. No, I missed. Shit. Don't you dare. Oh no. He dead. He fucking dead. I don't have that anymore. You imbecile, why do you miss? Stop missing! I hate you so much. Thank you, asshole. Let's risk it. Because I don't know what it does. Shit. Out of range. Critical injury. Am I already being killed? No, this can't be. Let's revive him. So he can shield. Yep. Alright. And death. We still live. Good. How long have I been streaming? 2.5 hours. Jockey milk, good. Alright. A faint ray of light can be seen up ahead, motivating everyone to quicken their pace. Ever so slightly, you pause as you round the next corner, your eyes adjusting to the dim light being cast from the surface. The refugees behind you all breathe a collective sigh of relief, though all are well aware that the injury is not yet over. Beside you, Yurik exhales a drawn-out breath, finally able to relax. Yurik, never has gray skies brought him so much relief. With a smile, they move forward, shuffling past you with the crowd. To Andalin, then. Let's head out. Still lots of ground to cover. I don't care about the rest. That's a lot of damage and a lot of death. Fatigue, 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 and injuries! Lots and lots of injuries. You emerge from the cavern, a few of the refugees hesitantly approaching you to offer their nervous gratitudes. You give them a faint smile before shifting your focus to the outstretched plains before you, glancing sideways at Elric, who is doing the same. We've done well, sir. Against all odds, Andalin is still a few days out, but I suspect the worst is behind us. He gestures down the road as you begin to move forward. Let's collect that reward then, shall we? I will end the stream here. Let me just see who I'm gonna raid. Oh, there's only one online. Okay. Well, then it's settled. Let's raid him with the raid. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. There we go. Let's copy that. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the soothing voice of me. of me reading something. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we will see us tomorrow. 100%. This game is amazing. Yeah, we see us tomorrow. And bye bye. Oh shit, I failed so many times. What is this? As I said, hope you enjoyed the stream, and bye bye.